Hello you Australasian liver spots, and welcome back to the Daily Micronational. Today we're going to be talking about one of the slightly less YAMO-esque YAMOs of modern micronationalism, one that thrives on the bureaucratic process. The Nollandish Confederacy, held up by some as an example of everything a micronational organisation should be, and by others as an example of Thomas Cassidy attempting to conquer other micronations. While the organisation has had a somewhat checkered past, its current Secretary-General previously resigning over something of an incident with Ned Grainer, though this isn't going to be part of our discussion for this episode. Instead, we're going to talk about the issue within its legislative body, the Confederal Parliament, that makes it very much a YAMO organisation. Its obsession with slow bureaucracy. While thanks to the work of James Frisch, the Supreme Justice, the Confederacy has been able to get around legislation to do certain things like appoint undersecretaries, in most cases the Confederal Parliament takes a long time to get things done. The motion of confidence that put Leon Williamson back in charge was an exception that proves the rule, with the NCSIC-DFIAC Act of 2015 taking almost a week to get passed. More to the point, the Parliament has passed no legislation in the December session. We sat down with former Secretary-General Kit McCarthy, President of McCarthyia, to try and learn more about the Confederacy and ultimately why its legislative process is so slow. So first of all, Mr. President, the obvious question is, for the sake of the audience who may not know, why did you decide to resign from your post as Secretary-General of the Nollandish Confederacy?
There were two main reasons. Firstly, as any micronationalist will know, life must be balanced between micronationalism and the real world. I was doing a poor job of this, and I felt this was quite unfair to the Confederacy and its members. I was simply unable to devote enough time to the role. I hope my successor, Leon Williamson, will be able to do a better job of this than I did. Secondly, I felt the Confederacy was beginning to turn into YAMO, and I confess I was starting to lose interest.
What, in your estimation, is the key reason for the slow and uneventful process of legislation in the Confederacy?
Because there's nothing worthwhile to do. For many months after our creation, all we did was organise elections. General elections, by-elections, new member elections, it was absolutely pointless. As someone pointed out of the MNTO, we were giving ourselves a reason to exist. Everything we did was self-management, so understandably many MCPs grew bored and inactive. Instead of the promised work in the community we were going to be doing, all we did was elections. It is very simple for MCPs to vote. They need only go to a website and type in 3 words, yet they weren't doing this. We began to dread any new legislation, however necessary, simply because of the incredible amount of time it would take to pass it.
More importantly, what do you think can be done about it?
What I was trying to do through my time in office was introduce new projects. For instance, there was an information pack for new micronationalists, a Confederal Games, there was the Secretary-General's Question Time. If the members are interested in what we're doing and we've got good projects to do and to work on, we might then have a hope of actually making it into the new year.
Kit runs his own news distribution services, Radio Micro and the Micronational, the links to both of which are in the description. McCarthy has since denounced it is leaving the Nollandish Confederacy, and there is a story on our main website covering their exit. Their muck-exit, if you will. I just wanted an excuse to use that word, it just sounds so good. Muck-exit. Man. In any event, I'll leave a link in the description. With McCarthy leaving the Nollandish Confederacy by the end of next week, and inactivity plaguing the Confederal Parliament, will the NC survive? In my mind, it's more likely that the NC will go the same way as many of the UN-esque organisations that have gone before. YAMO. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of YAMO of the Week. Next time we'll cover one of the more light-hearted YAMOs, but of course I can't reveal which one until the episode, so I guess you'll just have to wait and see, letting the stress and the anticipation build up inside you until you inevitably meet your demise. Wow, I don't know where that one came from. Okay. Anyway, please make sure to subscribe and share this video with all of your micronational friends. More news next week.